Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Reynolds is the motion man here. Second down, it's Fields. He connects, it's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Off the play action. Here. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields now on second down. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the ground is Jalen Warren. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Second down, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion over Metcalf. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
They'll set up the screen to Patterson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. In motion comes Lazard. First down, Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They put Wilson in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Wilson in motion. Play action now for Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
They will run it over center with Hall. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Fields now. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Fields now to throw on first down. Got his man at the 6. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Second and goal. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
As And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll check this one down to Patterson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They go play action with Fields. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Second down, it's Fields. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. First down for Aaron. Metcalf with the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. try and run it here with Warren. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
We've seen third down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Rodgers on first down. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Austin brought in motion. A-Rod now to throw on first down. He finds Austin with the grab. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They run with Warren, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 6-3 lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Panay Wanwu now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. Not much happening there, just a short game. Fields now on second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Fields. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. First down. Fields. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. the ground. Here comes Patterson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. The throw on the run is complete. Third and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Off the play action. And the rush, too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Austin brought in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A carry here for Warren. And he's going to be very near that 1st down marker. He's up beyond the 30-yard line. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A give. Here's Hall. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. "21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Fields. There's that man again, another catch. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down, as he's got this up to the 35.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Once again, it's Warren. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Will McDonald, there to tackle. 2nd and 7. A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Hall. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Another run here with Hall. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, Fields. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A gain there of 21, and the Jets have a 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This is caught at the 2. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's Warren. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Rodgers on first down. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. The master of play action, Rodgers. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Third and long. Rodgers to throw. This one on court, looking for Woods.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And he missed it. It's no good. And They do not cut into the deficit.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
I fumbled the football. One of the Steelers has it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Off the play fake, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Again, it's Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be first and goal. Here's Warren. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. One more time with Warren. And he will score. Game on. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now a second down throw for Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. In motion comes Lazard. Fields now on second down. This one taken in by Reynolds. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
On the give, it's Hall. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll go again with Hall. Hall, a first down and more. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the run, here's Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.